Happy October, everybody. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with yet another reading for you guys. So we are welcoming in a brand new month with lots of energies. I'm literally going to be tapping into every single one of these decks here, in addition to tarot, of course, which I don't have here. And I just really wanted to give you guys an overall picture as to what the next 4 weeks is going to be looking like for you. General advice as always, so please do take the parts of it that resonate for you. Don't try to make it fit. You know, what makes sense for you makes sense for you, and leave the rest behind. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get into it and see what it is that needs to come through for your zodiac sign. Hello, Leo. All right, guys, there's so much to unpack here, so let's get started. I will be starting off with your love reading to give you a glimpse into what's coming in for you for the month. Let's take a look at the surrounding energies as you welcome in October. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Okay, we've got events, celebrations, life changes, social gatherings. For some of you, maybe you already know what these events are. Either you're throwing an event or you attend it. Your social life could be really busy in October. All right, let's see what else. Okay, we have hope, positive change, mindset, possibility. Whatever this applies to when it comes to your romantic life, especially if you're going through some challenges right now. It doesn't matter if you're in separation or together with your person, but just dealing with a bunch of things right now. So there is the possibility perhaps that you guys can make it work, whatever the challenges are. I love this. Reignite, fix, hope. There's that reference to hope once again. Back together again. So if you are not with your person, it does seem that this month could be when things are able to come back together. You guys can address the issues, work through it. So that looks good to me. And we have trust, loyalty, commitment, partnership. So when it comes to your romantic life, Leo, whatever the struggles and obstacles are, I feel October could be the month when you guys are able to overcome that and work things out. So I like the way that this is going so far. Let me go ahead and grab some tarot and see where this can go for you. So your person wants to fix things here. Maybe you are in agreement. When it comes to that, you want to fix things too. There could have been trust issues. There could have been infidelity in your connection. So this is the month to address it. I love that this is coming through for you, Six of Pentacles, because now you guys are on the same page. Whatever the issues are and why you are in separation or you broke up or going through stuff, it's because you guys were not seeing eye to eye. So this is your person telling you in this reading that they recognize your efforts and they're going to meet you where you're at. They don't expect you to be the only one putting in the effort and the work and the relationship. They do think about you. Look at that, Six of Cups. They haven't forgotten all of those amazing memories that you guys have shared together. And this is a reconciliation card as well, so I like that. That is followed by the Four of Wands. So 2 reunion cards coming through here to be able to build a strong foundation once again. Some of you guys might have had your tower experience when you guys broke up. Or again, when challenges presented itself in the relationship, maybe you feel like you really are with your twin and maybe separated from your twin right now. And this is our 1111 card in tarot. So whenever you see that time or that number, it's a clear indication from your angel guides perhaps that you're on the right path towards reconciliation with your person. This is the next card. We do have the Nine of Cups. Emotional stability, wish fulfillment, satisfaction. It's a beautiful energy. So yes, they think about you. Yes, I still believe that they love you. If they were not loyal to the partnership, I feel this is somebody, as we can already see from this card, they recognize their mistakes. They want you back. They do want to fix things here. So that in and of itself could be quite comforting to know that this person wants the same things. All right. You know, I absolutely love when the Six of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles come through together, because it really is about two people who are focused on the same thing, wanting the same outcome, to be together, to have a successful relationship. There has to be a mix of equality in the partnership as well as teamwork, so that will show in how you interact with each other and the direction that your relationship is going. I feel this is your person coming through in this reading to let you know that, again, they don't expect you to do everything in the partnership. They know that perhaps they messed up, and they're wanting to prove to you that they're not afraid of the hard work, that they will do everything that needs to be done for the relationship to thrive and to be happy and to be successful. So far, I really like the direction that this is going. So maybe in October, that's when things finally start working out in your favor when it comes to this partnership. So let me grab some words from the Unspoken Messages deck by Fire Witch Tarot. All right, what are the words that needs to come through here for Leo? Focusing on your love connection. Hidden emotions, that could be on your end or theirs. You know, I feel if you've spent time apart, there's a lot that needs to be expressed. And I feel once you guys are able to come face to face and really address the issues, then those emotions will flow. You'll be able to really talk about anything and everything. All right, let's grab another message here for Leo. Miss your hugs and kisses. I feel you both miss each other. You miss those intimate moments as well. All right, let's grab another card for Leo. Look at this. Truly, madly, deeply. I swear, I believe there's a song by that title. So this is an indication here, Leo, that this person is really in love with you. You know, they're crazy about you. They really do want to fix things here. So let's clarify these three cards and see what else needs to come through. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Leo. Yeah, okay, this makes sense for me. You guys had a tower moment. It wasn't easy to go through this. And you questioned, you know, maybe your person's loyalty and commitment to you. But this right here is telling you that through the lessons they've learned during this time apart, or during the time that you guys have been going through a lot, that they really have learned the lesson behind this, and that they're 100% committed. Love it. We've got the star. So we already see the references to hope from this card, right? As well as this one that came through earlier. So it's a very positive energy presenting itself here, that there is a wish that can truly manifest for you. It may happen in October, or maybe the seeds will be planted so that it can happen, but, you know, maybe not necessarily this month. So don't trip out if it, you know, October has come and gone and nothing has happened, because it may happen during Aquarius season. The star represents Aquarius. So we're looking at January or February. All right, let's see what else. just reiterating the fact that they miss you, that they think about you, that they're very much focused on the memories that you have shared in the past. And they're really wanting to share more moments with you in the future. This clearly is an indication coming through to let you know that they really want you back in their life. They really see you as their divine counterpart, their ideal person. So they really are wanting to invest fully in the connection this time. They don't want to experience another tower moment. That is what I am picking up there. All right, guys. So really nice energies and messages when it comes to your love life. So let's switch gears a little bit here. And let's take a look at your finances and career. So I've got a couple of decks that I will be pulling oracle messages from. So this is the Money and Career Oracle deck by the Pretty Psyche. I'm drawn to 3 cards from here. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Leo. Collecting unemployment. That obviously will not apply to everybody, but if it applies to you, you know, maybe right now you are unemployed, you're in between jobs, and maybe finances are a bit of a struggle. Let's see. Let's see what else. Don't let your work affect your health. So some of you guys might just be burning the candle at both ends, or you're just putting in way too much, too many hours at your job to the point where you don't take care of yourself. So just a reminder, put yourself first, you know, take care of you. All right, let's grab one more card from here. Some of you might seriously be considering a career change, looking into a different career or job. So if you've lost your job, or if you were laid off, for example, you don't necessarily have to be fired from a job, but maybe this is something that you've been thinking about for a while, especially if you're just not loving what you're doing or what you were doing. You know, not everybody is blessed to be able to find a vocation, a life purpose where it doesn't feel like a job, you know. And I feel if you relate to this, that could be what it is that you're wanting to manifest through a different career that really speaks to you, whatever that might be, because it's something that could be a passion of yours rather than just a job, you know. So it does seem that you can absolutely bring that in. You just got to believe in yourself and take the necessary steps to make that happen. All right, I will now be grabbing a couple cards from the Hustle deck by Fire Witch Tarot for Leo. All right. Hustling, multiple resources. So some of you guys might be collecting unemployment, but maybe you've got a side hustle somewhere and you're maybe getting money in a different way. So you're just being resourceful, and that's a good thing. All right, let me grab another from here. All right, 2 cards wanted to come through. I was just going to pull 2, but 3 cards altogether. So we have, okay, so it says running shit and calling the shots. So that could be the explanation for the career change. You know, you don't want to just have to be told what to do. You want to be able to call the shots. You want to be the boss. You want to be the CEO. You want to be able to be perhaps in a supervisory or managerial position, which for some of you guys could be a real change to be able to elevate your finances and your income. So go for it. And then this came through, keep hustling. Don't give up. You know, it's, there was a story that my business partner, for those of you who don't know, I'm actually a financial strategist here in California. And so we get a lot of training regarding our financial products and, you know, just overall training for what we do. And she was talking about a story. Some of you guys might be familiar with this. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was from a Napoleon Hill book. I'll link it down below if I find it. But it's about this man who was digging through this tunnel to find gold. And he had been digging like forever. And he just stopped like 3 feet short of finding the gold. And apparently, like, once he got really fed up, he gave it to this other person who wanted to dig as well. And so this other person came in and started digging and actually got the gold. So they ended up becoming really abundant and prosperous in their life. They were able to get the money. They were able to just live this amazingly prosperous life, right? Full of abundance. And that's because they kept going, you know, so they were able to finish what the other person couldn't. So keep hustling. Don't give up. All right. So that's what's coming through there. All right, guys, let's go ahead and grab some cards from my Harsh Truth Oracle. So this will be focusing on certain areas of your life where you know that it needs attention, or there's a particular lesson that you have been meant to learn, but maybe you haven't. So, you know, it doesn't just have to pertain to your love life either. All right, so let's see what it is. I am guided to pull 3 cards from here for Leo. All right, look at this. Exactly. Just do it. You know what it is that you need to do. Just do it. And that has so many interpretations for so many people, but you know what that means. All right, let's grab another card. The Harsh Truth. You can't win if you're afraid to lose. And it's true. You can't let your fears get in the way. All right, let's pull one more for you, Leo. If they say they're not into you, listen, because they're telling you the truth. And who the heck wants to hear that? None of us, right? But it's a reality. If you are in a situation where you're just giving your all to someone and they're just not reciprocating, whether they've actually said these words or not, pay attention, because they're showing you the real side of who they are, right? So again, if they say they're not into you, you gotta listen, because they're telling you the truth. All right, so that's what's coming through for you guys. And to wrap it up, let's grab some angel messages here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. I am guided to pull 3 from here as well. Bridget, caution is warranted. Look deeper into this situation before proceeding further. This reminds me of a red flag. So if you're noticing some red flags in whatever area of your life, you're being directed to pay attention and, you know, do your due diligence before you move forward. Okay. All right, let's grab another. Archangel Raphael, I am helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and others. You are a healer like me. And if that relates to you, if you are really, you know, picking up off of this message, you already know that you are a healer. So in however way you need to heal, it doesn't just necessarily only have to be physically, then this is perhaps what it is that needed to come through this time. All right, let's grab one more for Leo. And we have Isaiah coming through here. So this card says, it's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I'm watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you during these changes. All right, so whatever these ideas are, don't self-sabotage. Don't stop yourself from being able to manifest these things. You're actually being blessed to be able to manifest. And there are changes that perhaps might disrupt certain parts of your life, but I feel it paves the way for good things to come in. So don't stop that from coming in. All right, Leo, so that is what I have for you. Hopefully there's something in this reading that you're really able to relate to. If you are interested in your own reading, that information is down below in the description box. All these decks that were featured here will be linked down below as well. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great October, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.